Hey peoples, let's face it, DCS and virtual reality never really got along under the best of conditions, and with the release of 2.8, a lot of those problems have been magnified. Users report glitching and lag even when there are no other planes in the sky, much less with more than one other opponent, and the quality leaves a lot to be desired. Some text in some cockpits is completely unreadable. At the very least, I think we can agree that we get better graphics with regular 2D over 3D. I'm sure Eagle Dynamics will fix this eventually, they really do amazing work. But until then, what are we to do? Well, step 1 is to get head tracking, a decent sized monitor so that you can see properly, haptic gloves. Okay, that last one may be a joke for most of us, although those are a real thing. But come on, that's expensive, and we already have the 3D headset. So let's use that. Okay, let's start by getting the software you're going to need. You're going to need OpenTrack and Virtual Desktop Streamer app. The links will be down in the description below, but if for some reason those links do not work, you should always be able to find these two programs by Googling OpenTrack Windows and Virtual Desktop Streamer app Windows. Just search those in any search engine you want, okay? Alright, now that I hope you've done that, the next thing that we need to do is install both programs. So, go ahead and install OpenTrack. Go ahead, if Windows protects your PC, click Run Anyway. Yes. Next. Yeah, go ahead and create a desktop shortcut. Next. You can run it now or don't, it doesn't really matter. I don't recommend running it yet because we're going to need one more thing. Okay, and again, next, install. Okay, now we need to launch the Virtual Desktop Streamer application. Now, the next program that you need is going to be called Virtual Desktop. Unfortunately, this one does cost money, but it's the only thing you're going to be paying for, and there are other ways to get it. But, you know, I don't recommend it, seriously. These people, you know, they're not going to be getting a lot of support, so, you know, if anything, if you're going to pay for anything, probably pay for this. Anyway, that's none of my business. You do what you want to do, you know? Once you've installed that application, go to your Virtual Desktop Streamer, and you're going to click Change, give yourself a username. I've got these two. And yeah, the next thing that you need to do is boot into your Quest 2 and open the Desktop Streamer app, and I'll meet you there. Follow all of the instructions and get connected through Desktop Streamer, okay? Once you're in there, I'll meet you there. Hi there, welcome to the virtual environment with me. It's a lovely day outside, gorgeous views. Let's take a look at what we're doing here. So, okay, now the next thing that I need you to do is open up Steam and OpenTrack. This is so that we can launch Steam VR. If you do not have that installed, please go ahead and install that. Sorry about this, I'm having to switch between here and A. Okay, so we're going to launch Steam VR. That just makes sure that that's good and running for us. And because we're... Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. When that happens, you need to left click on the... See the left menu button here? Yeah, click that. Sorry, double click that. And it takes you back to this. So click that button, this button right here, twice. 1, 2 takes you into Steam. 1, 2 takes you back out of it. You need to be out of Steam when you're doing this, because we're going to open up OpenTrack for the final step. Okay, and the final step is to tell OpenTrack to watch Steam VR. Now watch what happens when I press start. He starts moving with me. You see that? We are using the Quest 2's head tracking for this, okay? Now then, let's go ahead and open DCS, because what I'm going to do from here is, well, okay, I'm going to go ahead and let DCS open. Okay, now let's open up an airplane. Yeah, post-recording Dragos here. I almost forgot what is probably the most important step, okay? You need to lower your aspect ratio to the lowest it can possibly be, or your video on your Quest will be very, very choppy. It'll look just fine anywhere else, but it'll look... To fix this, go to the options gear at the top. Go down until you see resolution. Leave everything else here the way you want. You know, leave it the way it's comfortable for your computer. But go to your resolution and set that as low as you can get away with, okay? Like right here, I would put it at 1280 by 768 or 1280 by 800 just to maintain aspect ratio. But yeah, that's all you gotta, you gotta do that, alright? I'm trying to keep my head as still as possible so the tracking stays aligned. But I'm gonna go to mission my F-22 Heaven mission. Oh, and your tracking may go all wonky and crazy because of the controller here. If it does, so you know, your view will just go crazy and start spinning. If it does that, what you do is you put the controller down, right? You don't need it anymore anyway. And to reset your view, on the number pad on your keyboard, press the 5 button. Okay, so if tracking goes crazy on you, press the 5, number key 5 button. I'm doing okay, it looks like, so, and yeah, look at that. I've got full tracking, right? But, and like, it works. It's totally functional. I can look up, I can look down, side to side. And here in a minute, I'll show you something even cooler. And we're going to take this other controller, the left-hand controller, wherever that is. Hang on, I gotta look for it. Okay, gotta take this other controller here, my left-hand controller, and we're going to click here. And this, I'm going to send myself to a black void, right? So then I'm going to get rid of that, and we're going to go ahead and increase the size of this by a lot. And then, once I've done that, the final part for me is going to be to lock it to my head. And now, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody else, you can look behind you. I mean, if this isn't VR, and like if you don't love it, you can just move the thing around a little, you know, move it down slightly like that. And like now, I'm good. This is really cool. I'm genuinely thrilled to have this. This is a lot of fun, and it's completely functional. Look at that. I could, you know, like, I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. This is exactly what I look for. It works fine. And like, you know, there's no major motion sickness weirdness happening or anything. I don't know, that may be dependent on you, but this is gonna change the game for me in a big way, and I hope it does for you guys too. I truly hope this helps someone. I'm sorry, this is just so much fun. I'm making an excuse to keep going. Yes. Just so cool, right? You almost shouldn't be able to do this, but you can. You know, and even better, it kind of keeps you confined to the cockpit, unlike we are, so you can't accidentally slip out of the cockpit or anything. And like, obviously, we can increase the height of this ever so slightly to finish filling out the vision, and then, as far as I can tell, you have nothing else you can do. But yeah, okay, before I end up wasting a lot of your time, I really hope you enjoyed that.